I was asking my team to come with their mug every day to meet, and with one idea. If you don't bring one idea, you are not welcome to the meeting. So everyone come with his mug, his coffee mug, and one idea. So and then we start discussing, and some of those ideas they go through development and the testing, and they were very successful at the end, and they are so proud of it later on.
So with your experience and with your learning now, what are the messages that you want to pass on to people who aspire to be in the field of technology?
Reflection is a very agile by DNA. Reflection also is very aligned to the domain that are asked by our customer and our clients. So we are domain specific aligned through our Center of Excellence in AI, data engineering, cybersecurity. To the compiles and algorithm and computer science at the end. So before that, we don't have the IT as developed as of now. It's fast. It was very fast, and now we move from the hardware to the software, where we can do all the optimization from the software perspective.
Hello. Welcome to Reflect Talks, a series of video conversations in which Reflection's leadership team talks about the innovative solutions and practices at Reflections. Today, we have Dr. Ahmed Riadh Rebai, Vice President and Regional Director, Middle East, talking to us about his amazing personal journey, professional experience, his strategies for the Middle East, and Reflections. Welcome, Dr. Ahmed.
Thank you so much for this interview, and I'm very glad to be here with you, and I'm looking forward for a very nice interview together.
We go through your profile, there is so much for us to learn and get inspired about. You have had an amazing journey in digital innovation and ICT. Can you just tell us the basic aspects or defining moments that shaped your career?
Very good question. So my journey in technology started very early. When I was a child, I was really curious about technology, how computers work, and we had the privilege to go to youth centers to have access to a computer and to try to do some algorithm and try them, compile them, and see the results. So my journey started from that time. It was a house of curiosity, those centers. And then in the early 90s, I was stressing on my family to buy a computer for me. And finally, after a lot of negotiation, I got a computer. And there is one anecdote on that. The first night of the computer at house, I opened the central unit, and I was trying to see all the components, the microprocessor, the graphical card, and the memory, and I opened on every single piece of that computer. And then when my dad came in at midnight, he saw all the computer pieces scattered on the table, and it was very expensive at that time, and he was surprised, and he said, "What's going on?" I said, the spec are not exactly the same as the memory. It should be 16 megabytes at that time, and it's only 8 megabytes. So this is not correct, and we need to return the computer. So this was one of my first experience with a computer, and then
curiosity still sustains?
yes, of course. So I pursue my education in the same field. Also, at that time, there was no computer science per se as a specialty in the university offered. So we have to go through electrical engineering, and we can select telecom or select ICT at the beginning of at the end of 90s. So my turning point also the PhD that I was my PhD thesis subject was regarding also how the new devices in the telecom sector, so how we are going to handle the communication between two devices through wireless network.
That was also much ahead of the time, right?
Yes. At that time, we have only 3GPP standard, and we are trying to communicate multimedia files and real live communication between the two devices using real-time operating systems and a lot of technologies that combine between software and hardware so that we make it happen. So it was between Paritech, Samsung, Orange Telecom. So it was a partnership between the industrial and also the academic units.
So after you got your PhD and did your thesis, from there, how did the journey continue?
From there, I was having a two hat, academic hat, so teaching, mentoring students. Okay. At the same time, I was a consultant in the multiple industry in Europe, Ericsson, Alcatel, also in the US with Texas Instruments. Also in the GCC as well, and after that, this combination allowed me to open the new ideas or to open the door for new ideas with my students to work on industrial challenges and the problems. So and how we can fix them.
So you deal with technology in multiple spheres.
Yes. So it's a combination between many areas, many domains. Mainly, I started from the telecom perspective, electronic and electronics, software, embedded software, and then to the compiles and algorithm and computer science at the end. So before that, we don't have the IT as developed as of now. It's fast. It was very fast, and now we move from the hardware to the software, where we can do all the optimization from the software perspective.
Okay, and you have led digital transformation across industries and working with companies in North America, Europe, Middle East, etc. What have been your experiences? How have those experiences shaped your approach?
This is a very diversified experience. It goes from rigorous regulation in Europe, mixed with open mind innovation ecosystem in the US. Also in the GCC, I was involved in many consultancy on the digital transformation. In addition to the implementation, also experience that I have between Europe, US, and the GCC, and specifically the last period in Qatar for the last 17 years. I have been I spent them in Qatar, so they were also blended between R&D, management, leadership on certain digital transformation strategies for public sector, and also implementation of a roadmap for IT or digital transformation roadmap implementation from PMO perspective.
Dr. Ahmed, what is your basic approach to leadership in technology, and have there been defining moments that shaped your approach?
Yes, there is a lot of milestones in my career that have shaped and reshaped my vision to the IT industry and also to the business of digital transformation. So I have been involved in many consultancy exercise, which are mainly dealing with the digital transformation on national level, related to GCC country. Also in specific public sector as well, I was involved to set up digital transformation strategy, 5 years digital transformation strategy. We tried to shrink it to 3 years because of things keep changing very fast in the IT sector. Also, one of the large public entity in Qatar, I have been defining AI roadmap, complete roadmap with multiple AI use cases, from idea with the business, sitting with the business and creating those ideas to the full deployment on enterprise level. Also, one of the major milestone that also redefined a lot of IT policy and regulation and operation and delivery was the integrated operation platform that we created during the World Cup during Qatar last World Cup for the football. So where we try to integrate all multiple sources to one platform and do all the analytics and the alerts on national-wide level. So those sources from airport, from utilities, from taxi, from metro, transportation, hotel accommodation. So all those sources, they were syncing in one platform where we can try to operate operate those data and do some analytics, and also provide the leadership with the right analytics that they are looking for during the management for the crowd and transportation during the event, this mega event. It's the biggest event in the world, the FIFA World Cup.
So in the Middle East, you have had immense work experience, very rich, and across industries and diverse fields. So now, as the regional head of Reflections in the Middle East, what are the opportunities that you see for AI-powered digital engineering solutions when Reflections is aiming to be such a company?
Yes, so this is very good question. So this include I see many part that we can cover at the Reflection, which is the consultancy, the advice, and the implementation as well. So what I can start with that the government have the higher appetite for the digital transformation. UAE, Qatar, and KSA in Saudi Arabia, they were the early adopters for the digital transformation and setting up their AI and data strategy on a national level. And they, all the governmental sector now, they are in the race to adopt those strategy and to implement them. Also, in the AI is well sought there in logistic smart cities that they are trying to build in Saudi Arabia, in addition to the smart cities that are already existing in Qatar and UAE. Also in the retail, oil and gas sector is very important and very they are trying to adopt all the latest technology in how to use those technology in the oil and gas sector, from transportation, from exploration, and from some additional analytics for their operations and to optimize their operations. Also, we can or a reflection can play a role as an advisory entity for those entities, for governmental and private sector. In addition to, we can be the implementation arm for them.
Okay.
We know the latest technology, what is suitable for them, and how to implement it through a progressive delivery plan and or phased rollout. And we were very pioneering in this area.
So there are a lot of opportunities in the Middle East. So how are you preparing, how are you positioning Reflections as a strategic transformation partner for enterprises in the region?
Reflection is a very agile by DNA. Reflection also is very aligned to the domain that are asked by our customer and our clients. So we are domain specific aligned through our Center of Excellence in AI, data engineering, cybersecurity. Reflection also can play the role of an advisor. So throughout the implementation are for those customers as well. So we leverage between the consultancy and the advisory arm to also our delivery excellence to those customers to make those roadmap or those strategies implemented and executed by those clients.
So for Reflections, there's a possibility of working with multiple clients in the digital transformation, and you have a very strong background in R&D and portfolio management. With your experience, what are your strategies to bridge the gap between innovation and implementation when it comes to client engagements?
Very good question also. So this is a dilemma between what the IT can do, what the business wants, and what's the leadership strategic goals for that specific entity. So my approach is completely, I call it flipped model, where it starts not from the IT, so I bring most of the people coming from the business on the table. We sit together and we start to discuss the idea, their specific need, where not IT, what's the pain points, and then we will come to the IT and how IT can help. So always I prefer that we give priority to the business, to listen to them, to get understanding their pain point, and instead of just throwing for them certain solutions, certain technology, and we will tell them this will work for you the best, and this is the best solution that we see that it will work for you. This wrong. So in multiple positions that I was fulfilling in many companies, I was always especially with the private sector, so I always work as a center of excellence. I create my team inside the company, mainly from the business stakeholder, and we start working on the idea, their needs, and how to solve it from their perspective and point of view. So after that, we start to create those MVPs from the IT now when it comes to the IT. So we try to translate this to the MVPs, and then we try them with the same group. We test them. If we like those MVPs and they want, or their specific need is met, so that we will scale them up to enterprise level.
Provide them with what they need.
Exactly. So we are trying to accelerate while doing those MVP, going away from the POCs So we are working on a real data from the enterprise, from the business, so that they can see the beauty of the solution. They can see how it will work in real life, and they test it. They see if it is real. If it really solve their problem, their initial problem, we will adopt it. We will scale it up to full-fledged solution. Otherwise, we will eliminate it and we will work on the next MVP. So this approach, this center of excellence, this is the way that we are trying to build with the business and to have successful implementation of our solution to the client.
Okay. When we discuss all these things, your background and your experience help you a lot at Asia. So with your background in portfolio management and all, like, how do you help clients navigate the complexity when it comes to digital transformation?
Mm-hmm. So first, we need the clear, we need to define a clear roadmap out of the strategy that align with the digital transformation goals and the company mission or vision. Secondly, once we have this strategic road mapping put in place, I think also the one criteria is to give priorities to those implementation or to those ideas to be implemented. Also, good PMO, good IT governance will help in the delivery and the successful implementation of those solutions. So this is also, we don't need to forget our customer, the customer of our customer, so in their journey, how we are going to impact them, how the new solution or the new portal or the new interface, are they happy with it? So their impact from customer journey also needs to be taken into consideration to optimize the final solutions and our offering to our clients as well.
Exactly. When it comes to the Middle East, you've spoken about the clients. When this is an era of AI and data, so based on that, are you focusing on any particular industry for rapid digital transformation?
Yes, first of all, the public sector. It's now with all the strategies that have been set on the national level and with their national vision, like in Qatar, the National Vision 2030, in KSA as well. So all of those strategies set the floor for the public sector to start implementing and going through a clear roadmap for digital transformation and solutions. So also the oil and gas sector now with the predictive analytics and that they are looking for from the IT perspective, it's very important. The financial and banking sector, so it's they have a really good appetite for the IT new solution in terms of integration, know your customer, fraud detection, etc. Also the retail, it's a very good sector that we are targeting in GCC. Yes, so those are the main sectors that we want to cover. So in GCC and with the government sector, so it will be a good portfolio for us to grow in the region.
In this context, how do you see AI transforming enterprise operations in the region, especially for the next 2-3 years?
Yeah, we know that AI, we have a complete, it depends on their appetite first. So we know the AI ladder, so it starts from simple process optimization and automation to some chatbot level 2, which is some chatbot and some analytics, and the third level, which is a predictive and analytics that we can provide them. So it depends on the institute where they are, on which level they are, and where they want to be. depends on their roadmap and their strategy. So we can cover all of those aspects, and now we know that the agentic AI came to the picture, and to make it more smarter in terms of processes, communication, and analysis and semantic search that we can provide. I think it depends, as I said, on the institution appetite and also what we can offer to them.
So catering to the demands of various sectors, both private and public in the region, how Reflections is planning to grow and how regional partnerships and local talent development are going to help?
So first of all is building our local capacity locally there with a very strong delivery team throughout our clients that they are growing steadily. Also, we are looking to build a strategic partnership with multiple large SI there, and also product. We want to be a preferred or part of the enhanced network, a partnership network from different products, Oracle, Microsoft, etc. And also to expand throughout the region while making short implementation that are successful implementation that will open the door for additional business also with our current clients.
So we're also planning to develop local talent there, hire local talent and build a talent pool there.
Yes. So we will go progressively, depends on our portfolio that is growing at the same time. So we will try to build our capability there to give confidence to our customer that we are not acting as an offshore resource-based company. No, also we have our own team. Also they speak Arabic as well, and they make our client more confident, and also the communication, the delivery milestones will be very, it can be very well tracked, and also they will be happy and satisfied. We want to make them happy and satisfied about our delivery in terms of excellence, in terms of timely, in terms of quality. So this is what we are targeting in the very near future.
So for any company, happy and satisfied customers are the key.
Yes, because first we will build the trust, and this is very important, and it's not easy. It's a long-term target. With building those successful implementation, we will build the trust, and this will enhance our portfolio even with them. So maybe it will open their appetite to work with us on a different projects, and also to enlarge our portfolio with them.
Exactly. And altogether, what is your strategy for Reflections growth and leadership in the Middle East?
First, being advisor. We can play the role of consultant to many private and public sector, assist them in their digital transformation, understanding them, road mapping, giving clear, quick wins, at the same time a long-term implementation opportunity for them, and being also there, we can associate with them to be their implementation arm till the successful execution of their roadmap or their strategy. So that this is what we want to be, a trusted partner for those private and public sector to execute their strategy from consultancy till the implementation and the successful implementation and execution of their strategy.
Ahmed, you have great plans for Reflections in the Middle East. So, through your work at Reflections, what's the legacy that you want to leave with in the region?
Building a nice pool of talent, local talent. So this is always was my mandate the past few years, is to build the IT talent in GCC and specifically in Qatar. We are also this cross the bridge between multiple culture, between multiple countries. So open the door for innovation, open the door for collaboration, open the door for ideas. So that's what I personally want to help achieving in the region.
So cross-domain, cross-cultural collaboration.
Exactly, cross-domain, cross-cultural. Also openness to new idea, no fears, no scary. So just we share ideas, we share opportunities, and then we work on them. So this is my DNA as a researcher, as a R&D, coming from R&D sector, and also I want to transmit this to the professionals, to the engineers, and also to our clients as well. So this flipped model that I talk about, now it is more and more gaining space. Wherever I pass, now it's there. It stays as a legacy, and it's more adopted by those clients.
So on a personal note, like from where you started, you talked about curiosity. There's an element of curiosity in whatever you do that is continuing. So with your experience and with your learning now, what are the messages that you want to pass on to people who aspire to be in the field of technology?
So being active, collaborative, full of idea. I have one anecdote to say. When I was in one of the past company, and I was asking my team to come with their mug every day to meet, and with one idea. If you don't bring one idea, you are not welcome to the meeting.
Okay.
So everyone come with his mug, his coffee mug, and one idea. So and then we start discussing, and some of those ideas they go through development and the testing, and they were very successful at the end, and they are so proud of it later on. So this again, my staying active, collaborative, share your idea, don't be scared, don't think that it is a bad idea, don't judge it. So always think loudly, in a collaborative, in a coordination, in a respectful and in a clear manner, and definitely one day one of your idea will go through. Also be open to other sectors. Don't be shrinking only to the IT sector. Try to understand the business, their perspective, their needs, how they see things from different. So don't look at it. And this is the major problem of many engineers in the IT sector or professionals in the IT sector, that they look at the problem only from the IT perspective, how to solve it, how to create the right interface, the right data or database, or the right workflow, but they don't listen to the business, or they are not open to understand clearly the ask. So half of the solution is in the ask, not in the solution, not in the IT solution.
Exactly, and that's a very powerful message. And Dr. Ahmed, this has been a lovely conversation. I'm sure that many of them would have great takeaways from this. Happy to have been here, and thank you very much for this.
Thank you so much. It was my pleasure to be here. I really enjoyed my visit to Trivandrum. It's a lovely place, lovely people, and lovely nature. I think I came to the right time. It's a nice weather also, and I'm so happy to meet every and single one in reflection, and to mingle with them, to understand them, and to hopefully that we will create together a growth plan. Hopefully, together we'll create a beautiful solution and a beautiful implementation and successful roadmap for our client. And yes, so it's my pleasure as well.
Thank you, and looking forward to more visits from you and more interaction, continued interaction and collaboration with you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it.
That was Dr. Ahmed Riadh Rebai, Vice President, Regional Director, Middle East, talking to us about his amazing personal journey, professional experience, his strategies for reflections in the Middle East and the opportunities in the Middle East, and some great takeaways for the professionals who are aspiring to be in this field. Thank you. See you with another expert in another episode of Reflect Talks. Thank you.